Oh, alrighty. So today what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be working on the print and the input. The print is already done. It was quite simple. First, I'm going to demonstrate what the print is gonna look like, and after that we can go and after that I can go and show you what I did to make it work. So right now, this is what it's printing. This is from the console, and if you look at the syntax, this is what it looks like. We are setting a variable a to cuckoo string, and then we are printing with hello my name is and then a. So it's pretty good, I would say. And yeah, you can see it right here. So the print functionality is kind of done, and it was quite simple. I just created a print statement, which is going to be a child of the statement base, and it's gonna take in an expression that it's gonna print. It's gonna be a string literal blah 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 blah. It can also be a binary expression, boolean expression, whatever you want it to be. And once we have that, we just print this one in our interpreter. So our interpreter is basically going to be handling this over here, right over here. So it's going to try to get a runtime object of that expression. It's going to process that, and once we have it, we are just going to be printing it. It's as simple as that. Now we are going to be working on with something else. We are going to be working on the input. The input it's not going to be a statement, it's going to be an expression, because input is going to return a value. So we are going to be treating it as an input. So we're going to go to process expression statement, and here we're going to create a new expression. It's going to be input expression. I'm going to call this input as a exp. I'll just call it input. Resolve input asp. We're going to put in our input, and we're going to put in our scope. To be honest, we don't really need anything right here. We don't even need the input, because this is an input, right? It doesn't have any value. So we're going to be creating this right here, and yeah, that's it. So what we can do is dynamic val is going to be console dot read read line. What is read line? I think it's read line, right? Read line. It's going to give us a value. It's a problem now. Okay, we're not using val. It's complaining about it. So what we want to do is we want to determine the return type. If val is we'll try to cast it to a float first, and then to cast it to a float. So that's what we're gonna be attempt to cast to a float. Okay, that's what we're gonna be doing. So the way we do this is going to be by doing a val, and we're gonna do where the hell, man? What the fuck? My keyboard's a bit fucked up, so my control key is just being pressed on its own without me actually pressing it. So we have a float, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a float val, and we can call it. It's gonna be a cast of val. Okay. Or I think the best way to do this is gonna be load dot try parse. Let's do it. And the string you want to parse is going to be val, and it's going to be out float, and it's going to be res. If it's possible, then we are going to be returning new runtime object. Its type going to be res. Okay, perfect. If not, attempt to constitute an int if in the try parse. We're gonna pass in our val, and it's gonna be out int new runtime object, and we're gonna pass in our int. This is also gonna be a type float. Then we are gonna try a boolean if hold on, try parse val, and it's gonna be out b, and we're gonna return new runtime object. This is gonna be type bool. So the cast right here, and this is gonna be a val. Perfect. And similar to this, we have character. At the very end, we're just gonna return a string. String. Okay. That. Okay, so we should be good to go now. Let's see. So, if we have something like, let's say, our output is kind of done as well, but do we parse it? We just have an input, right? Can we detect an input? We kind of wait. I'm confused. Input parser. Identifier brackets opening. I think we're gonna do it right above here, above the literal. If token dot type is equals to token type dot what do you call the input, returning a new input expression. So what's that? Okay, so it's an input, and if we go in our map, we should be able to have an input print. Okay, so it should work. Set name to input. Okay, then print with hello plus name. Okay, let's try this one out. So if I put Coco, that's fucking it. That is fucking it. It's amazing. I love it, baby. We're done. We are done with the input and the output. That is one of the main features that I was planning to do because inputs are very important. Added input. But too many times I've seen this rip a hole into our friendship. It's done, dude. The expression that can floats actually float. Who knows, man? Who knows? Doubt output input output. Hey, paradox. We can finally print stuff. We can do stuff. So let's make a calculator in our language. What do you say? This is gonna be your first one. I'm going to be the first programmer who's programming in Cuckoo Lang. Probably the first and the last, to be honest. So let's print. Let's say input first number, right? And then we can take num1 to input. Then we can also print the second number. With second number. Just do it, man. Just do it. And we can do num2 to input. Now we have the two inputs, right? Let's define a function. So define addition returning int with num1 as our let's say number one is gonna be int, and then we are gonna take in a number 2 that is also going to be an int. So we accept int1 and int2. Oh yeah, it is, man. It is. It's the new C sharp. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna return number 1 plus number 2. Okay, it's as simple as that. We can also define a multiplication. No, let's make it sub. What is the spelling of subtraction? Is it correct? Subtraction, or is it subtraction? What's the spelling of subtraction or subtraction? Come on, man. Don't be a retard. Stop Googling. Just tell me the answer. Subtraction. Subtraction minus m2. You can also create another function. Let's call it multiplication. And then what we can do is multiplication, and we can do another one. It's gonna be addition. What do you call it? Division. This is gonna be divide. Okay. So next thing is we have the inputs and everything. Now we need the choice. Print with enter 1 for addition. Then do no, instead of typing in this, we can type in 1 for addition, 2 for let's make it a bit prettier, 2 for subtraction, then 3 for multiplication, and then 4 for division. Okay, perfect. So now we can do all of these things. We are gonna have a set choice to input. So it's gonna take the input subtraction. Okay, good. So now we're gonna input our choice, and we're going to put it inside this choice itself. So what we can do is we can do a if choice is 1, then you see the syntax. It's so simple. Who is not going to understand this? It's so simple. If so what we can do is print what do you call that, addition, and the number we're gonna with, what number are we gonna pass in? Number 1, and the number we're gonna passing it is num2, comma number 2, and num2. It's gonna be num1, by the way. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna return, and if it's not the case, we are gonna print is 2. Then this is going to be subtraction, and if this is not the case, we are going to be printing 3. Then multiplication, and if it's not of this, then it must be division. We're gonna do this, return. If none of the wrong choice, hell yeah, let's do it, baby. This should work. Oh no, exception, unexpected token with but god addition. Acha, yeah. I think I fucked up. We were supposed to pass in with print addition with ah, okay, addition with print. This is an expression, right? I'm so open about everything, still she doesn't seem to understand. So someone just not someone just not might understand your language too. Ah, yeah. What's up, man? What happened now? What is she not understanding? Different expression, right? Why is this not working? Like, which line is throwing this exception? Chat evaluate print. I see. I think I forgot to put a with print. Yeah, with in the file unexpected. Option. I think you're not consuming it properly. Brad parser advancing to semicolon. Wrong choice, wrong choice. You have. Well, where did I fuck up? Yeah. Fucked up the heck. Hmm. Maybe she thinks that it's not much important to talk about those things. Her life. She does what she wants to. I think that's the what do you call that mentality she has. Like she's not obliged to inform you about anything. I think that's what she thinks, and that's what she believes in. I think it's just generally a nice thing to do to let the people you love know what you're up to. Not a necessity, but something that's nice to have. Okay. UF. What the fuck is um why is it consuming this one? So this is in the evaluate token. Okay, I see what the problem is. I think the bread parser, right? Bread parser is consuming the what do you call that thing? The semicolon as well. I'm just gonna search for that. Semicolon, like it's everywhere, dude. What do you mean? How am I supposed to search that? So if you look at this, right, parser is advancing to right here. Wrong choice. Okay, this is a text. Ooh. Okay, so we are here. This spread parser is going to execute. And it's gonna be here. This is going to be. I'm just gonna add a if token dot addition, right? Value is equals to sprint this one, or maybe I think demo lang. I'll just print this one. Go here and put this. Yeah, just add a break statement in here, and hopefully it's gonna be good now. Auto, then it's fine, I guess. At least she informed you after, instead of just being quiet about it. What? Hmm. I see. Yeah, that would make me feel a little weird. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That would make me feel a little weird. Parse the if block. Okay, so it looks like something's wrong with my if statement. Print with. Oh, are we even consuming the? Kind of confused on what the problem is right now. I think we need to find a better way. I think we add a um, text. Oh my god. Yeah. I think we add a text regarding every single blocks that we are in. Like which block are we in right now? I think that's best. Hmm. I'm thinking what to say. What the fuck, man? I'm so bad at this one. What do you call that? Comforting others. I think you can like ask nicely about what would have been wrong if you wanted to meet. I guess she's gonna just say that uh you know her family might find her again with her sorry with her family might find you again with her and might get pissed even more, and maybe she didn't tell you that, and maybe she did fuck, my brain's rotting. Maybe she didn't tell you because of that reason, and that's why she told that she didn't tell you because she didn't want you to come, because if you guys are going to meet, then um yeah, her family or maybe she maybe the last couple of times she hung out, she spent her time with you and thought that it's time for her to spend some time with her friend. Maybe that's the case. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. It's this one, what do you call that? It's hard to talk when you're coding. Like your brain stops working. I think this should fix everything. Kara neck. The fuck do you mean by neck? Are you trying to call me a knee? I should stop using those words, you know, because if I'm gonna look for a job and they're gonna check my social profiles, I'm fucked. Plus, I even stream. They have like this. They're gonna have the solid proof. I can't even deny. If I say no, I don't do that. They are just gonna show this video. The print statement. The return. We have the loop. We have the return. Loop. We have the print. It's gonna say evaluating print. Okay. 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 I think I'm pretty good. It's gonna throw an exception. I'm pretty sure. But if this does, then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna simply yeah, digital footprints. Okay, why is my program not even running a bed? Like nothing. Nothing. What? I didn't even change anything. What do you mean? What do you mean, man? What do you mean? Okay. Let me try to rerun this. Wait, it's working! Input the first number, let's say 3. Input the second number, 5. Addition, oh my gosh, it doesn't even detect this /n thing. It was supposed to show them in separate lines, but I guess nope. Then what do I do? What do I do? What we can do is create blah blah blah. So we can do a subtraction. So let's do a 3 minus 5, and so let's do 2. And we are going to get an exception. Okay. Okay. Key, what's the key? Okay, number 1, what is the value? Int. What do you mean int? Okay, the type, right? Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute. I think I know what the problem is. Yeah, I think I know what the problem is. We got a float, right? And that thing happened because we though when we are checking the expression, when we are processing the expression, we kind of don't check if it is the same thing. So what I want to do is I want to go to my statement processing and process this one. From here I want to go to my resolve input, and right here I need to check what kind of number it is. So I can do a float. If we can parse it to a float, right? Then we will also want to check if we can parse it to an int. So what we're gonna do is int I is equals to, we're gonna pass it to an int, put in res, and if I is equals to res, then we are gonna return new runtime object, and we're gonna put in I. Okay, if let's just call it j, okay, and everything is looking pretty good, I would say. Yeah, so this should work now. Enter the first number. 3, 2, 2. Okay, what the fuck do you mean wrong choice? Who is the wrong choice? Oh, wait a minute, no, it worked. but we never printed anything. Wrong choice 2. Okay, it's working though. Yeah, they can't float. That's the problem. Fuckers cannot float. Okay, so it's working now. I just wanna know what's happening, and to do that, I am gonna suppress some of the what do you call that? Statements, because there's too many stuffs going on around. It's hard for me to execute a task. Let's go to the very top. Let's start from the very top. Console the read line, objective value, process print statement, right? Okay, so let it be there. We're gonna call all this into debug, dot write line. We go to the next one, and this is also gonna be a debug dot next line. Go in console read line, executing task. We're gonna call this debug as well, and console the process print statement. And I think console read line, write line. Yeah, that's it. Fucking awesome. Now we want to go to our this function as well and change this from console to debug, which means that it's going to only show up in our debug menu right here in the very bottom. So everything should look a lot more clean now. Let's input first number 2, input second number 3, and if I do subtraction, then it's gonna, oh yeah, we also have to get rid of the disposing thing. So let's get rid of that. Okay. So so we're disposing thing, right? But where do we dispose? Runtime scope, yeah. So we wanna console, right? We're gonna do this debug destroying scope. It's also gonna be debug disposing scope. So put first number, 2 number, and then addition. Wrong choice 1. Okay, so it's printing. No, it is printing the correct one. Okay, if that is the case, then what we want to do is we want to go to this return answer. We're returning. Okay, I see what the problem is. The problem is in our main processor, the interpreter. We are not handling something which we should be handling. Okay, no, we do have this, dude. What do you mean? Return. It is exiting out of that thing. Okay, so what I can do is okay. So we just need to fix our language. We also can do an else if thing, but I don't want to do that. Okay. So if I do it else, so I can do a print with wrong choice, buddy. Wrong choice, and then we can choice. We can do this. I think this should work now. First number 2, 3, and a 2, -2. Okay, fucking hell, yeah, it's working. It's working, baby. So instead of just calling the print function, I'm just going to create another function called define fancy fancy print and returning text, and then we are going to have something with content, and we're going to call this as text. Okay, and we're just going to do is we're going to print answer is print with answer is and then plus content. Okay, so instead of we calling this function, we're gonna call this print with. So okay, so if I run this, okay, fuck, this broke the whole program. Tambay coding, huh? Tam ka ba? Hindi ako. Okay. Bisa. Udah kok bisa bahasa tadi. Kasih lain pakai kena. Hah? Sabo. 예. 다 지금 키시디로 발견네. Ayang di gino, hasal ani yang ni isi tolawa. What the fuck? Ang da? Very sus. Loko. Ngalagan ta. NSWER yeah, and then we can do plus. This is going to be an expression itself, so I'm gonna have to put this in here. Yeah. Answer is plus expression. Answer is plus expression. Then this one can also be plus expression. I'm gonna add this, and this is going to be answer as expression, and this is also going to be wrong choice. Okay, so if we do restart this, throw an unexpected token. Validate token list. Where's this call stack coming from? That's what I want to know. Expression statement, validate and store the property name. Okay, so it has to be a literal, it has to be a the token, right? We're storing it as a string, so that's the problem. I see what the problem is. I don't think we're doing a fancy print anywhere, so we don't need this. Where is this happening? The brackets are all fucked. Answer is plus addition plus addition plus addition. Wrong choice. So okay, 5, 2, and then let's do a multiplication. Answer is 10. That is fucking awesome. It works. Okay, so everything is working. So yes, that's it. This is gonna be it for my project. Too much stuff need fix our language. Nice try, nice. I missed him by yeah. How about you miss my cock, baby girl? Miss my cock.